So we're going to start the second half of our Matchday Live coverage. Rucks go at it. Symes gets the hit out now down to Lewis, who gives it off to Moreland. He gets the clearing kick forward, but only as far as Brent Schwennerson for North Geelong. So Schwennerson kicks off the back foot. Luckily finds Marley Swain. It was a pretty ordinary kick. So Swain now at half back. Has players on if he wants to use them. Goes long.
Jeez.
Symes in front, can't quite take the mark. Bowyer trying to the football, might get a chance here. Kicks it off the ground. Player brought down without the football was Alice. Doesn't get the free kick though. And Bellpost will have a chance to clear once again. And the kick comes to Kavka, who takes yet another strong mark at half forward and will go forward for Bellpost Hill.
So Kavka kicks it inside 50. Looking for his teammate in Pyle. Just slips over the back and goes out of bounds.
I don't know what's coming to footy these days. He just picked that ball up and threw it back to him as quick as he could.
Yeah, we have to be careful now because they ping you for 50 for taking too long these days. Or throwing it even too high in the air when you give it back to him.
He shouldn't have picked it up. He should have let it sit
true.
there.
Yeah, true.
So the ball's trickled out again for another throw-in.
Because I think we even seen in this competition this year, a player got pinged for throwing it too high in the air, but that's another matter. The umpire throws it back in, right in the hot spot now for Bellpost Hill. Harvey meets the football but can't quite take possession. Basically takes on a few players, gets the handball off to Moreland. Moreland tries to break free, can't do that. Basically gets a second chance. Brought down without the football, surely. The umpire doesn't give the free kick. Woods gets a chance now to clear. Kicks towards the boundary line. Parker will meet it first for North Geelong. Gets the handball free. Dump without the football after he got rid of it. North Geelong now through Fletcher, have a chance to break. He should take a bounce, but doesn't. Elects to kick forward, looking for a teammate up forward into Blasio. Takes the mark, gives it back now to Fletcher. So Fletcher breaking through the middle of the ground on his left boot, looking for Briggy, and finds him.
Now that's better football.
Much better from North Geelong. So Paul Briggy's got the ball about 45 metres out for North Geelong. Not much of an angle. We'll go back and have a shot for his third goal of the day. And the of a lot.
Too much to count.
My maths is
Too much
terrible,
for
Cal.
our
Don't
maths.
judge me. So Paul Briggy now comes in.
Beautiful kick.
And that is a textbook kick from a full forward. So he kicked
In the centre. Umpire strolling in. Balls it up now. Bowyer and Symes go at it. Symes wins it down convincingly. Marley Swain picks it up. Gets a handball off to Schwennerson. Schwennerson just dragged as he kicked it, but still finds Bowyer. Bowyer swings on the right boot quickly. Kicks inside 50. And a strong mark taken there by...
two sides. They like to move the footy forward rather than worry about defending so much. But de Blasio now gets very close to the man on the mark on his approach and has pulled it just right. We've gone 3.5 minutes. Third quarter. The Granny Cycle and Sports scoreboard.
Ball brought in. Symes takes the mark. He's looking for some options. Should be called play on, and it is. Finds Fletcher.
Problem for North Geelong now is that the damage has probably been done.
And it's hard to get back now. So Fitzsimmons picks it up in a turnover for North Geelong. He kicks inside 50 and finds Paul Briggy on the chest. So he's go for his second goal of the quarter.
Number 4 of the day if he can kick truly as well. So Paul.
Well, I think you're right. The damage has been done, but what North Geelong have got to do now is win the second half, just to give themselves confidence to try and believe that they can match it with some of these sides come finals time.
So Briggy comes in, just fades to the right. So now move to 41. They trail Bellpost Hill, who are in a commanding position as Holzfine takes the mark. Deep in defence from the kick out. Chips across now looking for Symes, who's been one of the better players today for Bellpost Hill. He goes even further wide, looking for a target out there in Brad Martin, who takes the mark. So the centre half back for Bellpost Hill kicks even further wide up to find Fantella. He brings it back in now, looking for Holzfine, judges it better than his opponent. But Jared Bryan is the one that emerges with the football. He kicks to half forward, looking for Parker, who takes the mark. Just on the edge of the boundary line as well. Parker was very good early. Needs to get himself back into the game now with a long kick forward, but Martin read it best there, deep in defence for Bellpost Hill, and they'll clear through him.
So Martin looking for some options. Now told to play on. Kicks outside 50. Easy mark for Alice.
Lewis.
What did I say else for? So Lewis
On the
kicks
top.
Goes to top. Gets it to the midfield. Players try to kick it off the ground. Picked up there by Baird. He kicks in short. Finds Pyle. Jovanovic double backs. Kicks long to the goal square. Jovanovic, well defended there by Fires, I must say. Did well there. Got the punch over Jovanovic and was able to affect the spoil.
So Reynolds brings it back in now for North Geelong as the ball was rushed through there. He did do well against Jovanovic. It's a pretty hard spot when you're playing against a much bigger and stronger forward and you're one out in the goal square and you know the ball's coming. It's pretty daunting prospect, but he did the job there. So North Geelong have a chance to move forward now, and they do. Fitzsimmons kicks to the wing looking for Parker.
Out in the full.
But you're right, Grubby, the ball has gone out on the full, and the free kick will go to Bellpost Hill. Attacking side of the ground. Kick back now towards Martin, who takes the mark on centre wing. Goes longer, looking for Jovanovic on the lead. Players come from all directions. No one can quite take the mark though. Picked up by Friars, who gives the handball off now looking for Fitzsimmons. But met by Bellpost Hill early. Jovanovic now on the left. Hooks it forward looking for Pyle, who takes a strong mark. Deep inside attacking 50. So Jamie Pyle will go back and have a shot from about 10 metres out. Wrong side of the ground for a left footer. But you'd think he should be able to kick truly from here, and if he does, that'll be goal number 4 of the day for Jamie Pyle. All of his goals so far did come in that second quarter. So Pyle, ordinary looking kick off the boot, but the mark's been taken.
Now he's going to pay a throw in. He's blown the whistle, that boundary umpire.
Well, it can't be a throw in. It's either going to be a mark or out in the full.
He's going to throw it in.
You can't do that.
He's going to throw it in.
I don't know how that's up, but the umpire throws it back in. Troy emerges with the football, gives it off now to Harvey, who has a bounce. He's being hotly pursued by Borland. Can't quite affect the tackle, but it does affect the turnover. Perceived pressure there has resulted in Lima taking the mark on the wing. He can go short now, looking for Fletcher. Fletcher takes the mark right in front of the commentary box. So he goes back in board looking for Sean Lewis, who takes the mark. And once again, they're just picking off loose players. Lewis fumbles with the football, called to play on. Goes back into the middle of the ground. Ball now in the hands of Alice, who can run in 50 and have a shot. And he's missed as well. So Matthew Ellis, 8.5 minutes. Third quarter, DeGrande Cycle and Sports scoreboard.
Look at that.
Reynolds
as Caleb Basley kicks an easy goal straight from the kick.
Thrown up. Symes and Bowyer go at it. Ball knocked down by Bowyer. Tried to get it out, was bad, but it was called for a ball up.
Just scores from the other games, boys. We didn't read those out. Thompson 7-11, leading Geelong West 5 goals 3. Inverleigh 5-7, leading Winchelsea 3 goals 3. Bannockburn big second quarter 7 goals 10. They lead East Geelong, who are 7 goals 6. Werribee Central's put the foot down in the second quarter 10 goals 7. They lead Belmont, who are just the 4 behinds. Anarchy 11-3, lead Corio 10-3 in a hot contest there out at Anarchy.
So the ball picked up by Moreland. He kicks one of the...
Well, at best, I guess, really. So the ball thrown back in now. Jovanovic knocks the ball even further forward, and it is right now on the goal line for Bellpost Hill. We'll have another throw in right next to the point post. Umpire moves it on quickly. Jovanovic punches it to the hot spot. Moreland can't quite take possession. And we'll have another ball up. Deep inside attacking 50 for Bellpost Hill, who have really set their day up now with that 9-goal second quarter. As the umpire throws it back up in the edge of Ivanovic. Third man up once again, gets a hit out. Picked up now by Fursland. He's wrapped up, gives it off to Tobin. Looks to kick, but Fletcher closes down quickly and he's going to get pinged here. Great tackle by Cam Fletcher. So Fletcher now has a chance to move. This is where North Geelong, they need to move it quickly because once Bellpost Hill get numbers back, North Geelong have quite often turned it over. So Fletcher goes long, risky looking kick, looking for Bowyer, who can't take the mark. Troy will kick it off the ground. Running now to half forward. Brad Martin worked under it by de Blasio, but Martin kept his feet well. Chance here for North Geelong through de Blasio. Kicks it forward. Well read by Jenkins. He's brought down from behind. Martin tackled from the front from de Blasio. Could have got a free kick, but he might get pinged here if he's not careful. As a pack forms and the umpire's going to get pinged.
He's going to get
40 metres out. Not much of an angle. Needs to go back and kick this goal. And has missed to the left. So who are 14-10-94. We've played 12.5 minutes. DeGrande Cycle and Spot. Third quarter scoreboard.
Holds fine, kicks it across to Timmy Barton off the halfback flank for
In his back.
Balbo's Hill. Just gets shoved in the back, but no free kick was paid. Cam Fletcher picks it up, kicks it to the centre of the field where he finds Bryant. Bryant goes across the other side. Now marked by Luke Parker. Parker kicks it inside 50 for North Geelong. On the leads, Briggy. Can't take the mark. Ball at front of the pack. Shane Harvey couldn't get it. Now picked up there by Overall. Overall swings it over to Jenkins, and Jenkins clears.
So the ball now out on the wing. Met by Baseley, who's got plenty of work to do. Parker gets around his opponent now and he's away. He takes a bounce. Keeps running on for North Geelong. Luke Parker kicks it forward. Just overcooks the pass on the way to Fitzsimmons. Strong tackle though to make up for it from Fitzsimmons, as his opponent couldn't quite keep his feet, and now Fitzsimmons has been rewarded with a free kick.
That was against Lima.
And rightly so.
So Fitzsimmons kicks to the top of the goal square looking for Briggy. Out the back's de Blasio's worked a few players underneath it. There's a second chance here.
Under the ball and pushing him right in the middle of the back with his hands.
And what do you reckon it was there, Gummy?
Well, I think
Option B.
Yeah.
So the ball thrown back in. Belpo still have the numbers. Holes fine now. Goes short, but only as far as Fletcher, who takes the mark, plays on quickly. Kicks it up forward. Overcooks the pass once again. Ball in a really dangerous position though for North Geelong if they can get it clear here. Around the corner goes Mitch Troy, but on the goal line, Belpo still are able to clear. Elsie picks it up, comes charging through the big fella, lands in the hands of Watts. He runs himself into trouble, goes back to Elsie. He tries to shake a tackle. The pressure has been fantastic here from North Belpo still.
I think he might have said he might have thrown it.
And the umpire
and a 50, is it?
Yep, against Elsie for pushing over Ellis after he'd been awarded the free kick. Pleading his case, Toddy, but
he gets a handball across to Moreland. Moreland kicks on the left boot. Inside 50 now, just dribbles in front of Kavka.
No.
Kavka on the right boot, into the pocket. Pyle tries to take the grab, couldn't, and
10-11. They lead North Geelong, who are 6-6. We've gone 15 minutes to Grandy's cycling spot. Third quarter scoreboard.
So the ball kicked in. Good grab there by, who's that? Woods. Woods kicks on the right boot. Ball taken by Harvey. Harvey tries to take on his opponent.
He's gone.
And that is holding the ball. So the free kick will go to Fursland, it looks like.
Yep.
And he moves it on forward. Moreland, unopposed. Should look to kick it inboard. Ignores Lewis. Now finds an option in Tobin. Tobin takes the mark on the left boot. Finds McPherson unopposed. Marley Swain should be trying a bit harder there. And Kavka on the lead.
Basically.
No, basically. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Been good today, Calabas. He probably hasn't had heaps of the footy, but his pressure around the ground has forced a lot of turnovers. And he'll go back to have his shot at the second goal of the quarter. The only goal kicker of this quarter for Belpost Hill as well. So, Basely now trots in. Kicks through the footy. And he's kicked his second goal of the day. So Belpost Hill now move to 15 goals.
If they, Werribee, if they had their full side, probably the only ones that could match them at this stage. Anyway, ball thrown up by the umpire. Picked up there by Tobin. He got a handball away to Fletcher. Fletcher on his non-preferred boot. Alice tries to win the chase for the ball, but gets tripped up. Cameron Fletcher on his left boot. Nice spot up there and hits Jared Bryant.
So Bryant now moves to half forward, looks for Troy. Spoiled from behind came from Tobin, but Troy gets away with it this time. He kicks it forward. Barton leaves the footy behind. He's brought down without the football. Umpire says no free kick. Emerging with the football is de Blasio, who runs around. Ordinary looking kick off the boot. It is nice and high. Briggy's going to sit underneath it.
He's going to get a free kick. Banana, you think?
He might. I think he might play it a bit safe. So he might just save the Nani. So in comes Briggy now. He drills it through. He kicks his fourth goal of the day. Goal number 81.
So,
yeah, the last three games they got Inverleigh at home. Then they go to Corio, and then to finish the year they play Geelong West. So real good chance there.
Yeah.
So the ball back in the middle of the ground now. Parker tries to get forward. Briggy emerges with the football. Bryant rather emerged with the football, but the free kick's
been a bit quiet in the second quarter, but he's been pretty good.
So Parker goes wide looking for Schwennerson, who takes the mark right on the edge of the square. He goes back into the middle of the ground. looking for and finding a teammate there in Watts, who kicks it forward now. Swain's away if he can take the mark. He doesn't take what he should. Spins around though, does pretty well there, Swain.
He got a high one.
And he's going to get a free kick for it, so pretty lucky there as Briggy whacks it on the boot, but the umpire is going to call it back. It's funny, he's one of those players, Marley Swain, where he does, you know, he drops an easy mark or turns the ball over when you really think, well, you can't be affording to do that, but somehow he always emerges with the football straight after and does, you know, something like that, the nice little getaway from traffic there, and he's got himself a free kick. But he just needs to do the basics a bit better, and he'd be a fantastic footballer because he's got a lot of natural talent and plenty of athletic ability.
Well, I've been watching him pretty closely. Has he played much football?
Oh, this is his first year in the
I was
season.
going to say, he looks to me like a kid with heaps of ability, but he's just got to learn how to play the game.
So Swain comes in with a shot on goal. It's a very good kick too. So Marley Swain kicks his first goal of the day for North Geelong.
Thrown up by the umpire. Rucks go at it. One down by Bowyer. Straight to Koshal, onto Heiss. Heiss gets it forward to Parker. Parker on his right boot. Swings it inside. Oh, got to get the jukes out.
I think he got him in the nose. That's what he did.
So you see cards coming out. Thankfully, the umpires are really stamped it out quickly. Blood rule has been called, so I don't know who's coming off under the blood rule. You'd think it'd be the person that received the knock to the face, which it appears is the case. So de Blasio, it looks like, has got the football out on the other far side of the ground. Pretty tough shot on goal. But often you find those type of moments can often change the course of a game, though, the little breaks in play.
Yeah, it can. It can. I don't know if it's going to change this one
you
too much.
You wouldn't think so, but if North Geelong can goal here, as Armistead comes back on for Ben Bryan, who was on the receiving end there of that stray fist, shall we call it, from Darryl Jenkins. So
well, the umpire was on hand, and there was obviously no card, no report. I think he was trying to punch the foot.
Oh, he was.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, he was. But North Geelong now, through it does look like de Blasio with the football, who has a shot, nice high kick to the top of the goal square, but punched through for a behind by Tim Barton. Smart footy there from the ruckman, which now takes North Geelong to 8-7.
Fletch to bring it in. Kicks it to himself, plays on, swings back on the left boot. Kicks long to Martin and Parker. Martin just goes the fist. Out of bounds for a throw in North Geelong's half-forward line.
I watched that de Blasio. Pretty simple. I reckon he's had 4 shots on goal or within goal, and every single time he's run too close to the man in the muck. Send the runner out and say, take a step back, mate.
Yep, so the ball now thrown back in on centre wing. Free kick has been spotted once again. Barton gives the football back now to his opponent in Bowyer. He goes long now to centre half forward, looking for de Blasio. Meets the footy but can't quite take the mark. Coming out to meet it though for Bell Post Hill was Lima. He gets it off to Alice, then back to Lima. Scrappy looking kick out towards the wing. Picked up by Fletcher, gives it off to Gergic, who has plenty of time, as he always seems to. He just bombs it forward looking for Jovanovic, who meets the football first, then applies a very strong tackle. That's been the trademark of recent weeks for Bell Post Hill, just forward line pressure. Pack forms now. A pile emerges with the football, and Pace is going to take a mark here. About 10 metres out, and he'll go back and probably kick his third goal of the quarter. So
right, and I tell you what, I've just had another quick look at that one down the back there, that punch. I think it was a callous effort, and he should be at least 1 week suspension.
Change your tune on that very quickly. So Has basically comes in.
Far too, by the looks of it.
Very true. So the ball now back in the middle. Simons gets the hit out. Morland keeps on knocking it forward, trying to pick it up. Never takes his head off from underneath the football, Morland, which is a great quality to have. So his kick goes high, looking for holes fine. He can't quite take the mark against a number of opponents. Koshal has the football for North Geelong. Free kick not paid by the umpire. Simmons as well. Umpire will throw the ball aloft once again. Bowyer gets about his 50,000th hit out of the game. Holes fine brought down by Fitzsimmons, and he's in trouble here. Now right on the boundary line, throws it up. Coming in from the side there was Baird, but Harvey emerges with the football for North Geelong. Looking for Bryant. He can't quite take it. Belpo still now have a chance here through Lima. Coming in from the side was Bryant, but McPherson emerges with the football, charging forward now. Kicks looking for Jovanovic, or Pyle or Baseley. But neither of those players could pick it up. Reynolds will be first to meet the football. Pressed up against the boundary line. Looking for Armistead. He works his way around a few players, but runs himself into trouble. Lucky not to be pinged for the free for holding the footy. Clear for North Geelong.
So Harvey gets the handball away to Armistead. Armistead was an interesting little handball over the top. Hits Watts. Watts absolutely annihilated. Picked up by his opponent in Moreland. Moreland couldn't get a clean handball away. Umpires called in the back to the North Geelong player in, I can't see who it is at the moment, but we'll find out in a sec. Looks like it's Watts. So Watts gets the ball. Just forward of centre for North Geelong. He squares it back in the middle to Bowyer. Looked like he didn't really want it, but he got it anyway.
He seemed to have lost interest in that last ruck contest too a little bit.
Might just not be happy about getting smashed, but kicked up to the half forward line. Parker battling hard with his opponent, and the ball just trickles out of bounds for a throw in. Yeah, the game has plateaued a little bit. Especially we were calling a bit of an 18 goal apiece showdown at the start. Haven't really got that, have we, Berkey?
We never do. We never do.
That was it.
It's funny, that, isn't it? So the umpire throws it back in. Knocked forward by Cashel. Lands as far as Holes fine, though. And the umpire's come in to give another free kick. Handballs to Moreland, but overruns it, so gets a stat for himself there. Gets another handball off now to Baird, who gives it off to Moreland. Moreland across half-back, caught on the back foot, wrapped up by his North Geelong opponents. Coming to get the football now, the brigade of North Geelong players, but Holzfine once again emerges with the footy, looks for Jenkins, but Bryant read it best and takes a mark inside the centre of the ground, gives it off to Swain. Dodges and weaves, gets through a number of players, has a bounce. Swain goes long to the top of the goal square. He'll be looking for Briggy. Out he comes, he'll take a mark too.
Oh, yeah.
Good work, Marley Swain, just backed himself in. And look, you like to see that. They're obviously not our best chance of winning this game now, so take a few risks, see if you can get a bit of confidence, and that'll help the younger players. And Briggy will go back now and have a shot as the third quarter time siren sounds. North Geelong will trail no matter what, but Briggy can go back and quite possibly kick his fifth of the day. He's going with the 90 again, so
Not this time.
he's missed. So that'll take North Geelong to 8-8-56. They trail Belpost Hill at three-quarter time, who are 16-11, 107. Goal kickers, Belpost Hill, Matthew Jovanovic has 5. Basely, Jamie Pyle and Robbie Kavka all have 3 apiece. Shane Tobin and Jaden Symes have singles, whilst for North Geelong, Paul Briggy couldn't kick his fifth there, so he has 4 goals for the afternoon.